Welcome back, everyone. My name is Tony Lau, and I'm a Feng Shui consultant. I hope you all had a great Lunar New Year, or Chinese New Year, however they call it in your country. Today, we're going to be talking about how to Feng Shui your home for 2021. It's important you do it correctly. It will help boost your wealth of the year, minimize any impact to your health, and improve your relationship with others. You're my current customer. I already done the work for you for 2020. Now is the time to move your 2020 only items to 2021. And to understand the move, we'll use the 9 Palace Flying Star method to determine everything that goes this year. First, we draw a 9 grid over the floor plan of your home, apartment, condo, or even is just a room that you're renting out in a dormitory, perhaps. Worry about the space that you occupy. If you own or rent an entire house, take the whole house into consideration. If you're a renter for just a room in a dormitory, then worry about the space you occupy. Same with business. If you own an entire building and you sublease to different people, then you have to worry about the whole building. If you lease one of the units, then just worry about that unit you have. Got all that? Comment down below if you have any questions. To receive some good luck today, you can also tap the like button. Turn it blue. I blasted the like button already before you arrived. Or the dislike button if you want some bad luck. So last year, we had the red star number 7 in the center. This star shift to the northwest. White star moved to the center this year. So using the 9 Palace Flying Star method, we can determine where each of the star is this year. Oh, as you can see here, I didn't use my green screen today. I'll try something different for the new year. You see, this is real. I can kind of open it. So looking at the 9 grid, we have south at the top. In Feng Shui, we always draw the south direction at the top. Starting back in the ancient day, there was an old Chinese proverb that said, heaven in the south, earth in the north, which set the precedent in the way they draw direction, which south at the top. It's always been this way since the very beginning in the Song Dynasty in 1100, I think. Starting from the center of the 9 grid, we have the white star, number 6, moving to the northwest. In the bottom right, increase it by 1. We have the red star, number 7. And from northwest, you go to the west. We have white star, number 8 there. Next is the northeast corner. Increase it by 1 as well. So we have the purple star, number 9 there. From there, you go to the south and resetting the count from 9 to 1, since there's only 9 sectors. White star number 1 goes in the south this year. We jump to the north, we have the black star number 2. Then we go to the southwest corner with the green star number 3. From there, we go to the east sector. We'll have the green star number 4. Finally, we move to the southeast corner with yellow star number 5. This completes the 9 sectors. If you follow all that, it's actually a pretty cool cell phone unlock pattern. This is actually the very basic way we use the 9 Palace Flying Star method. We actually use a more advanced version to determine the permanent location of your home or business. So what do all these stars mean? Each year, we place different Feng Shui objects to boost the good energy and notify the negative with different item. Going back to the center, we have the white star. This helps with any type of labor intensive career as opposed to sitting behind a desk. If you have at least one person at home that does this line of work, placing 8 white pebbles in the center will help this year. So why don't I just show you how I'm moving my Feng Shui object at home from last year to the current year. Let's take a tour. Since last year, In 2020, we had the red star in the center. I placed a water plant in the middle. Sorry about the mess. I have another office desk in the center of the house. Cleaning up the space a bit and relocating the plant to another location in the house and moving the rocks from the southeast corner to the center. Put them in this cross formation with the 6 pebbles in one line, then 2 in the other line, like I'm showing right here. Okay, moving on. In the northwest corner, we have the red star number 7 this year. Since the white star was there last year, we have a water plant placed here already, which means I don't need anything here this year besides this plant, since the red star number 7 also requires water as well. Sometimes you will find these overlapping stars. You can just leave the same item there if they fit the category. So this plant will continue to boost my wealth this current year. Normally, I don't really have anything else in this corner, so got nothing to show you guys too. In the west wall, we have the white star number 8 this year. I placed a set for the purple star number 9 here last year, so I'll relocate this to another location this year. I just have some networking equipment here, so plant would make great decoration here. So you need some water plant in this location this year, or just a glass of water will fine. I'm more afraid like it's gonna spill, especially got all these equipment here, and I still want to boost my wealth for this year. So I relocated the water plant I had so it doesn't get knocked down easy. As you can see, it's pretty sturdy. I got rocks at the bottom, so I'll leave this here for the entirety of this year until next February. At the northeast corner, we have the purple star number 9 this year. As you can see, I have a plant here from last year for the white star number 1. It still work if I'm single and still dating, not married, but like since I'm married, so I'll move the plant set I had over by the networking equipment I had last year to the kitchen sink this year. So I've adjusted the location slightly toward, it's not perfectly in the corner. I have to adjust it because of the plant. Need some sunlight to ensure the survival of the plant. This year I'll place 4 lucky bamboo in the center with 9 roses surrounding them. I put everything on a tray for ease of movement. The purpose of the purple star number 9, it will boost wealth and marriage for the year. Generally, you don't need the roses. You can skip the roses if you're not married or your marriage is good, doesn't need a boost. Just to be safe, I'll put some rose here for the beginning of the year. I might buy some more later the year if I get in trouble. The reason I use the pinkish red vase is because if I forgot to buy roses, the red vase would still have some effect, not as much as the actual roses. As with any Feng Shui sets, living object will always be more powerful than just dead objects. Even like if you talk about wealth, I talk about water, you could actually get a fish tank instead of a plant. A fish is actually stronger in terms of the power it gives you for the wealth. But if you're single, just use water this year because it doesn't really help to get all the other extra item. If you're single or still dating, just use water because the red object doesn't really help unless you're married. So onto the south side, I have an entryway. There was a black star number 2 there last year. So I had 6 copper coin with a gray cloth last year in the window well. This year, we have the white star number 1 there. So I need to move this to a different location as this set wouldn't work for this year. Actually, leaving it in this location is actually bad too because the coins for containing diseases or sickness. So leaving it here will actually make the disease they collected last year start leaking out in the house. So you might actually get sick if you leave it here. So be careful about this from the previous year. Leaving something in the same location for more than a year, if I told you just for that year, might negatively impact you for the following year. So normally, I would put a water object with a metal object to boost your relationship for that year. Since I already have a permanent set by the door with water in it, I only need to put an O key to complete the set. Less work is actually better You always try to do as little as possible in terms of Feng Shui. That's kind of my style. I don't recommend buying all these stuff. It's not going to help. You just end up wasting a bunch of money if you buy unnecessary stuff. I know a lot of Feng Shui master tends to do that. They will recommend you to buy this laundry list of stuff. So you have these stuff all over the house, which is kind of ridiculous in my mind. Anyway, on the north side, we have the green star number 3 this year. As you can see, the pink object I have there, this is a kitchen timer that stopped working some time ago. The black star number 2 will be here. So I moved the copper coin set I had earlier in the window well to the north side, placing them in this formation with 4 in a line and 2 across in the middle. You can use any coin with over 90% copper. The American quarter made after 1965 consists of a 91.67% copper. Don't use any penny made after 1982. It's a common mistake that people make since there's only 2% copper. So if you want to use penny, use the one made before 1982. So this set, as I mentioned earlier, will contain minor diseases and sickness at home this year. Especially like with last year, I was glad I had these coin sets at home containing sickness and diseases. Now to the southwest corner, we had the green star numbers 4 there last year. So I placed a Wenchang Pagoda there last year. For this year, we have the green star, which is a star that brings quarreling in your home or business, like arguing. Placing the pink object here would minimize it for the year. Now, the reason we use a pink object instead of a red object because you want to minimize the arguing. Bright red is actually quite strong, so we need kind of a mild version of the fire element, which is pink is a good medium. We had tested multiple times, and pink object is for the best to neutralize the effect from the green star number 3. As you can see, I moved my broken pink kitchen timer to this corner I have in the office. This will minimize any type of argument you have at home. I also plan to place another pink object at my work office when I go there eventually to minimize any type of workplace dispute as well. As for their east wall, I have a similar copper coin set with gray cloth here that I placed in the kitchen pantry right next to a bunch of baking stuff for the last year's star. I put that at the very top shelf so nobody would knock it down by accident. This year we have the green star number 4 there. So I moved the Wenchang Pagoda to this east wall. Instead of putting the set in the pantry again, I put the set in my upstairs closet. So if you have a home, you can just choose one of the floors. Say you have like 3 floors in a typical single family home. Obviously, if you only have a room with limited space to work with, then you have less choices. The purpose of this star is for studying, school, and any type of desk job. So definitely put something in this spot if you're still in school or have kids going to school. It will definitely help with work if you have a desk job. Alternatively, you can put 4 lucky bamboo or 4 ink brushes on the rack if you don't like the Wenchang Pagoda. I'll put some link down below if you have a hard time finding these items. I don't affiliate of any of those, it's just a link reference. You can find any type of similar object at your local Asian gift store. We have a few here in Utah, but I don't know where you live, so chances are you have a store next door. Let me know if you have a hard time finding these. I'll try to look for it for you or help you look for it. Lastly, we have the southeast corner. So this is my daughter's room. She just happened to have a shelf in the corner. I put some white rock there for the white star number 6 that was here last year. I had moved it since then to the center, as you recall, showing you earlier in the video clip. This year, to place 6 copper coin set with a gray cloth at this location. So same formation as the other set. This will minimize the major sickness and disease brought forth by this year. So the yellow star number 5 is different than the black star number 2. The black star number 2 only represent minor diseases and sicknesses. The yellow star number 5 represent major diseases and sickness. So this one's more important, but I would do both just to be safe. Nobody in my family got COVID last year, so I attribute the success to these 2 sets in my home last year. And this is how you feng shui your home for 2021. Comment down below if you have any question about the setup. I'm happy to answer any question you have. You can also check out my Facebook page with links below. I accept private consulting and appointments there. Also, you can follow me on Instagram. I post there pretty much daily. Please also consider subscribing if you made it to the video this far. I plan to post regularly here on YouTube. See you next time.